So we're going to start off with a little bit of just a movement and breathing practice. And feel free to modify this as you want and need, okay? Nothing that I'm offering do I have any intention of it hurting your body. So if you need to do anything to allow it to be more comfortable, sustainable feeling for you, please do that. So move to be in a position where you may or may not want to be looking directly at the screen. It might help you, it might not. But at least move back a little bit so that you have space in front of you to move your arms and space around you, like you could maybe do a twist and bring your arms out in all directions horizontally. And then we'll practice relaxing our eyes. And so the first thing is just let your eyes release focus on the screen. And allow your gaze, your perspective, to start to open up to your room and to the space around you. And let's take a couple deep breaths in and out as we move through this practice. And I want to invite you to breathe, if it's comfortable, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth, so that you slow the inhalation down, and then the exhale can kind of tumble out like a sigh. I'm feeling a little nervous today, as I sometimes do being in front of people or being around people. And the deeper I get into pandemic, the more intense social spaces feel to me. So if you're sharing that feeling, or if you have any other causes for nervousness or anxiety in your body today, then I definitely invite you to inhale with me into your belly, letting the front wall of the abdomen soften. And as you exhale, really try and feel the completion of your exhale and the relationship to gravity that facilitates. And feeling into the downward orientation towards the earth. Okay. Just 2 or 3 more breaths, tuning in. For these 2 or 3 breaths, you might want to close your eyes, really bring your attention inwards. And whether your eyes are open or closed, open your ears and tune in with the resonance of sound, with my voice, and with the sounds in the space around you. Let's inhale and bring the right hand to the heart. And take another 1, 2, 3 breaths here, depending on how long your breath is. And try and feel with your heart the placement of your hand, and try and feel with your hand the beating of your heart. And letting the heart and the hand attune to each other. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them, and then we'll let the right hand come forward and look at our hands. Follow your hand with your eyes and take your right hand down and to the right. And then lift your right arm up and over from the right to the left, and keep looking at your fingertips. When you've made an arc, take a full breath in to your right side waist. And then as you exhale, let your spine curl and travel down. You might want to close your eyes here. letting your shoulder relax, letting your head relax, feeling the back of your spine stretch a little bit. And then as you inhale, go ahead and let your heart and your gaze lift up. And then bring your left hand forward and look at your left hand. Okay, see your left hand. You can link your movement with breath in ways that feel intuitive. Follow the movement of your left hand down to your left low diagonal. And then you might want to inhale as you bring your eyes and your gaze up and over. Okay, following if it's okay for your neck. And then when you come over to the side, take a breath into the lengthening waist. And then as you exhale, complete your rotation, letting your heart travel back and your head and your shoulder release forward. And then with your inhale, roll your shoulders up and back as your chest lifts and open. And then let's do that a couple of times. Just rolling the shoulders. Right, and then bring your hands together. See where they come together. Okay, and then go ahead and gaze forwards and open your arms out to the sides. Turn your fingertips up towards the ceiling and press your palms out. Okay. Try and relax your shoulders down. So some folks might feel nervy, kind of tingling in their wrists or their fingers here. Let that be gentle, okay? You don't need to strain in the nerves, but really try and spread out through the tips of the fingers. Grow the tips of the fingers really long. And then let's take a deep, full breath into the heart and the chest space. Now, leading from your eyes, look back over your left shoulder and twist. And bring your right hand down to your left leg and your left hand somewhere behind you. And keep looking back towards your left. Okay, breathe deeply into your ribs and your spine. And then when you're ready, release your eye gaze first back to the front and let your whole body unwind. Okay, take a breath in and out. Good, and then bring the hands together and see where they touch. Good. This time follow the hands upwards with your eyes. And then exhale, spread the arms out to the sides. Okay. Bring your thumbs and your fingertips together now, like little pointers with your hands. And now point your fingertips towards the floor. And from the tops of your shoulders, reach to the tops of your wrists. Letting your back soften and relax. Good. And then we'll lead with the eyes, turning the gaze back over the right shoulder, and then letting the body follow into a twist. And let your hands come to support you. Right hand behind your body somewhere, left hand somewhere to your right side. And then release your gaze and let your body unwind. Now just move intuitively a little bit in your shoulders and your back. Wiggle around, stretch your spine, your belly. Make some faces. Blow out your lips. Let's give a little gentle shake out to the spine. Okay. And now keeping the eyes closed if it feels relaxing for you. It's not relaxing for everyone to have the eyes closed, so if you prefer to have the eyes open, the gaze soft, please do. If it's comfortable for your arm and your shoulder, now let your left hand come over your heart. And we're going to keep the hand here for a minute or two. So again, just pay attention to your body's comfort. Do what you need. But let's take a moment to attune the heart to the hand to the heart. So bring some awareness into your heart. You might just say hello with your mind to your heart. And remember that your heart is a muscle and an organ. That your heart is working all day long, all night long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to move life force through your body. Your heart and your lungs are working together. So as you inhale and exhale, and when you let your breath deepen, you might feel that your heart rate changes. Your heart is receiving oxygen from your lungs, from entry points that are towards the back of the heart, towards your spine. Your heart is moving oxygen into your blood. Oxygen and blood are traveling through your body, through your arteries, into the small vessels and capillaries, out into every cell in your body. And the next time you breathe in and out, you might want to just remember that every cell in your body is breathing. Every cell in your body receives oxygen, receives nutrients through the blood. And every cell works with the energy that it is given and that it takes. It transforms that energy. And what it doesn't need, it releases. It releases back into the blood. And your veins bring that blood back to your heart. And then you exhale. As you inhale, you're inhaling the exhales of many other beings. Of the beings that are rooted and flowering and branching. You are sharing breath with many other beings. Human, animal, non-human, non-animal, the more than, the in-between. With your hand to your heart, take a moment to feel your sense of self. It can be a question, what that is. That question can change every day. And from your heart out into your environment, feel that you exist in time and space. You occupy a specific location. And in the location that you occupy, you also occupy a body. And your body has been shaped by the conditions of all that has come before it. Take a moment just to hold in your heart the land that you are on, okay? The presence that you bring to this land, the communities that you are a part of, the ones you acknowledge and know about, and the ones you don't acknowledge and don't know about. You feel what your intention is for your life, for your sense of self and self-expression, and for what you know about yourself and your desires in the world right now. And before we open our eyes or bring our eyes back to the screen, let's just take a moment as well to use our imaginations now to tune out and tune in with the 55 other people who are sharing space-time together right now in virtual space and in current time, and also to hold in our hearts the future and the past. And let's consider the possibility that everybody who arrives here and everybody who encounters this recording or any ripples out of this experience, that everybody is arriving with an intention that is towards their self-expression, that is towards a sense of meaningful purpose and desire for happiness in the world right now. Let's remember that everyone is looking for their contribution. And no one has come here to judge each other. So when you're ready, allowing your eyes to open,